Stretch. Verona is sleeping and she has not said hi to me in hours. This is a hate crime. Shalom, welcome to Purgatory, my fellow wanderers. 'Tis I, Shannon of the O'Keefes, and today I'm going to be going over my goals for 2023 with you. I have like a bunch of personal goals and things, but I'm just going to share my ones that are related to reading, writing, and YouTube, because those are the three things that I'm going to be putting a lot of energy and focus into. This past year I kind of dabbled in cosplay and art and things like that, but I really just want to hone in on those three things. I have recently decided that I'm going to really go ham with trying to be an author, so I decided makes sense to go really hard with reading and writing and just hone my craft. The goals that I'm going to be sharing with you today all have to do with eventually becoming a published author, and also just building my audience so that when I go to a publishing house I can be like, hey, I already have some people who know my name and are interested. First off, I really want to read 30 books at least. It's not a super high amount, honestly, compared to some people that are on Book Talk. Of those, I want 5 of them to be classics. I'm starting with a low-ish number, because one, my spring semester is going to be quite difficult. I have a lot of English classes. I'm an English major, so that happens. But also a really hard senior seminar that I'm taking at my university. It's just, there's horror stories about the senior seminar. Editing Shannon here just to say, by horror stories, I mean it's just a really hard and intensive class. It's not a bad class, it's just a hard class. So I don't want to expect too much of myself, knowing that this upcoming semester is going to be quite difficult. This past year I didn't reach my goal, which was also 30 books, but that is due to some mental health problems. Every year I have mental health problems, but this past year was different. I might share that eventually, how it was different, but I feel ready to just attack life. And even of those books that I did read this past year, which you can actually just check out on my Goodreads, most of them were manga, and I'm still not done with the latest manga series that I'm reading. It's Demon Slayer. I'm borrowing from a friend. Thank you, Julian. I love you, Julian. So this is a biggie. This is the big goal that I'm really pushing towards. Also, I'm realizing how much I'm swaying back and forth in my chair. It's just, I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I don't typically like to share my goals with people because I have such a crippling fear of failure, and with that crippling fear of failure comes perfectionism, and then leading to laziness and just not doing anything at all. So hopefully sharing it will help me in trying to hold myself accountable, but like the big thing is I don't like to share them because if I don't accomplish them, then no one knows I didn't accomplish my goals because I didn't share them with them. But now I'm making a video about it where people can then watch it and be like, have you done these things yet? Do your things! This is the big goal. Finish my novel. I have been writing it since I was 14. I'm currently 21, so I've been writing it for 7 years. Even then, on and off. I wrote it actively in 8th grade, 9th grade, and it kind of fell off in 10th grade. Did not write it at all in 11th grade. Kind of got back into it a little bit in 12th grade, but I've been getting more into it these past 2 years. The story has changed, like, many times. Like, I've gone through 5 drafts. The first draft that I got through when I was in 8th grade to 10th grade, I got up to 50,000 words. Were they all good words? No. Would I want to share them with anyone? No. Have I? Yes. Will I do it again? Probably not. The title has changed a couple times. The magic system, yes, it is magical, and yes, it is a fantasy. The magic system has changed a couple times. The setting has changed a couple times. Time period has changed. But the characters have always stayed the same. The main characters and central characters and important characters have always stayed the same. I'll tell the story of how it started and where it is now eventually, but for now that's just for me to keep to myself. But this past year, and also in an upcoming video I'm going to talk about that I recorded a couple months ago, the way that I'm recording videos is kind of weird. I still have a video from like 2021 that I haven't published yet. Work with me. This past semester, fall 2022, time is weird, I took my first actual creative writing class. It was the best class I have ever taken. I really gained a lot of confidence as a writer, and that class just had so much camaraderie, and I was the best professor ever. I'm taking another creative writing class, the 400 level class with the same professor this semester, this spring semester 2023, and I'm really looking forward to it. But that 300 level course really just bolstered my confidence as a writer, and I just feel so much better prepared to tell a story, create like characters that the reader will actually be interested in, and a world that is just more fleshed out. I am a much more sophisticated writer now than I was a semester ago or a couple of years ago. And I'm only going to learn more as I continue to take more creative writing classes and do more with my craft. My big goal is to finish the first draft of this story. I am continuously coming up with ideas, and I just gotta write it. I just gotta sit down and do it. And what am I doing right now? I'm making a YouTube video and I'm not writing it. But you guys are maybe gonna hold me accountable, or I'm gonna hold me accountable, or Verona sleeping behind me, she'll hold me accountable. I don't know. I'm gonna write it. I gotta write it. I have people who ask me about it, so thanks for doing that. But otherwise, it's like, write it. Do it, if not for you, for them. And if not for you, for past you, who's wanted to write this since you were 14. As a writer, I prefer to write fiction, but I have the most experience writing poetry. I've written over 400 poems. You can read a vast majority of them on my writing portfolio, which is in my card linked below. I write poetry, fiction, and I also write some nonfiction. The main thing I do when I write nonfiction is blogging. My goal is to write at least one blog post a month, and I'm going to be pushing myself really, really hard in January. At least for January. I want to blog daily in January, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to start small, and we're going to work our way up incrementally and see if I can do it in January. Maybe I'll do it in February. Maybe I'll do it in March. Maybe I'll take a month off. Maybe I'll take a day, a week off, something. But my goal for at least January is to blog every day. So that, again, is linked in my card down below. Feel free to check it out and see if I do it. I have a bunch of blog post ideas and things, so I'm doing it on Medium. I like sharing my writing. That's the biggest driving, motivating factor, is sharing your writing with someone and then them feeling what you want them to feel when they read it. Being able to make someone else feel something through your writing, it's the feeling. It's the feeling I love. It is the feeling. This one is, I might do it, I might not. I'm on the fence, we'll see. But I really am interested in participating in NaNoWriMo again this year. So I tried and brutally failed in 2020. I didn't even try in 2021 or 2022 for that matter. Once November rolled around and I got 5 days in and I was like, alright, NaNoWriMo's going on. Oh well, it's too late. I'm just considering it. I'm dancing with the idea. And considering that it's December for me right now, January for you, I have a lot of time to consider it, think about it. I am definitely a plantser, not a pantser. I like to plan my stories out so that I can plan the foreshadowing and the plot twists and things and be like, let me sprinkle this in, and if you catch it, then you catch it. So I have a really hard time writing a story without having heavily planned it and outlined it beforehand. So I'm giving myself, 11 months to just dance with the idea of, will I do NaNoWriMo? Will I not? And if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Because I will be a senior in college at that point. That's crazy to think about. People say university flies by. I didn't believe them. It does. Reaching the end, we are now at the final 3 goals. So I've been an editor in literary magazines since I was a junior in high school. I'm currently a junior in university. And I have been published every year that I have worked on a literary magazine. This one, we're still working on it, so to be determined if I will be published again this year, but I have faith. But my goal is to be published in a literary magazine that is not related to the school that I'm currently going to. It's hopefully a short story. Taking this 300 level creative writing class this past semester has made me a much more confident short story writer. So I'd love it if I would be able to publish a short story. Okay, so this goal has to do specifically with my YouTube channel. I want to release at least 1 video a month. I am lowballing hard here. 1 video a month with my face. This is going to be a scripted video, so this is loosely scripted. So this counts as my 1 video for January. But I want to get better at editing and just uploading videos regularly with my face. I want to connect with my audience and build an audience. And also just making videos is fun. I really like editing. I have 3 goals related to follower counts. I want to reach 100 followers on Medium, which is the app or website where I'm going to be posting daily blog posts in January. Fingers crossed. I want to reach 500 followers on Tumblr. My Tumblr is a writer blog, so I just talk about writing and my creative writing projects. And this is the big one. This is the one where you guys here on YouTube can help. I want to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. So I am probably shooting for the stars, considering that I have been actively uploading videos here since 2019, and I'm at 1,500 subscribers right now, and I want to more than double that in 1 calendar year, but who knows? Crazier things have happened on YouTube, so maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, and if it does, if I get even more than that, That's a lot of people. We'll see what happens numbers-wise. Those ones are obviously less out of my control. I can put them in much in my control as like posting often and being engaging, but I can only do so much with follower counts. The other things I am actively in control of and am the master of my own fate of and those things. So here's hoping that I can get some shit done in 2023. I feel good. I feel ready. So I think I can do it. And we need to see Verona. She has not made an appearance. I'm gonna have to wake her up, which is really sad, but I know. She was really happy. She's truly the mascot of this YouTube channel and for my life. Do you want to look at the camera? Yeah. Oh, little sleepy girl. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Happy New Year, and I hope that you all can crush your goals as well. Shalom Aleichem.